yeah, bud. At this point in time, though, like, I'm a 30-year-old man. Like, the biggest issue that I have is time. You, sir, looked like you were in a bad position. Imminent prisoner. Need attacking. It's Lautrec. Now, I know that a lot of you are going, Lautrec? Did we meet him? No, we didn't meet Lautrec. This is why we want the binoculars, guys. Best weapon in the game. This is our good buddy Lautrec. He has actually really weird armor. Oh, damn it. I hit the B button to back out of the binoculars menu and I jumped off a cliff.
As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
He is. Stuck without recourse. Should we help him? Of course we should. What kind of question is that? Should we help him? Of course we're going to help him. We're good people. So check his armor out. It's really hard to see because he's sitting in this weird kind of squatting position right now. But his armor actually has this carving of two arms that are wrapped across his chest. Yeah, we're not getting the angle. But that's our good buddy Lautrec. He
Thank you. Yeah.
is another cool guy. Like, my big gaming years were between the years of, like, 2000 and 2007. Probably even later than that. Probably, like, 2002 and 2007 were, like, my proper gaming years. Oh, wait a minute. Hell no, we're not walking in through this gate. The Ocean Avenue? Where I used to sit and talk to you? Were we both 16? Did it feel alright? Did we sleep all day and stay up all night? Uh-oh. 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 Oh, God. Oh God. I'm on the binoculars. I can't even heal. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I'm bad at Dark Souls. There we go. Now it's fair. Now it's one-on-one. What kind of anime bullshit was that? This corpse next to me is a maiden. She used to be a firekeeper. She used to guard the fires. Again, fires are like this huge important thing in this world. So someone who guards them, pretty important job. It's basically their job to make sure that that fire stays lit. Because as we've already figured out, when fires go out, that is not a very good thing. Firekeepers basically are linked to their fires. If they were to die, their fires would go out. I will say, though, I have been burned in the recent past by games that I thought were quite interesting. There was a, the game that we played yesterday, for those of you who were there, was the game, the Signifier. And the Signifier actually had this beautiful concept. It was an absolutely fantastic concept where it's like, okay, you can explore the brain of this dead woman using this machine, but because the machine uses AI learning, all of the recreations it makes are imperfect. There's a lot of stuff about it that's just wrong. So it has an objective filter and a subjective filter. And the objective filter shows you literally what that person saw, and only what that person saw and felt. And then, you know, smelt, heard, blah, blah, blah. But only that in its purest form. It offers no context. It offers no other associations or anything. It's just what the person saw. And so they may have seen, like, a crowd, but never really took note of the faces. And so the faces in the crowd will be totally blurred out, but the crowd will still be there. And then there's the subjective filter, where it's just associations. It's just like, something happy was in the room, but because the computer's AI learning was basically just programmed with a whole bunch of things where it's like, happy things, then it could be that in the room there's just a picture of a dog. Like a JPEG of a dog that's just kind of like following you around. And you don't know what that is, but whatever it was, the person's associations was something happy was following me, I guess. Unfortunately, that game was a bit of a letdown. It kind of crapped the bed at the end. There's a lot of, like, real potential nice stuff about it. But, yeah, it was, that ending really left me lacking. But again, great concept, and the execution was really fantastic as well. Like, there was a lot of times in it where I was like, oh, this is super interesting. Like, the way that they made the subjective world, or even the way that they made the objective world, was absolutely fantastic. But, overall, we have humanity. Because we have humanity, what we have essentially unlocked in terms of game mechanics is the multiplayer. we are now human, which means that we can now link to other worlds, because the world of Lordran is convoluted, with heroes running in and out of time all around us. Solaire! Praise the sun! Let's go, buddy. Let's go, good friend Solaire. You fantastic son of a bitch. We probably know where this is going. I don't feel too guilty about being spoilerific early. Yep. We can see a few homies up there. But with Solaire by my side, we can do anything. Look at my ass. It is amazing. Have you ever played the Spider-Man games? I played Spider-Man 1 on the PS2. Other than that, I don't think that I have. I've really wanted to play the latest Spider-Man game. That was released for PS4, but I don't have a PS4. So, once the PS5 comes out, a buddy of mine said that he would let me borrow his PS4. I would get my hands on the Spider-Man game, God of War, Kingdom Hearts 3, Bloodborne, which is a game that I've been wanting to play for a very long time. And... oh no, oh no. Oh, there we go. Solaire, quick, take the hits. Oh no, Solaire. I don't have enough HP for this. Let me actually do this. Oh, this might be a horrible idea, but we're gonna try it. 1, 2. Oh my god, he's at half health. We staggered him. Oh my god, I'm gonna try to cut off his tail. 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 I want your tail. He's down. Now, of course, you might think, oh, we've won the fight. Hell no, there's 2 of them. Ugh. Oh, jeez! Oh my god, I hit backwards. Guys, we made this a joke. Mwah. Solaire, the best waifu. Oh my god, that was so easy. That was way easier than I thought it was gonna be. First try! God of War is stunning. I've heard that, and I've seen a playthrough, and I'm very excited about it. I'm just kind of like... the one thing that I'm worried about is that there's not all that much variety in the combat, and I'm afraid it's going to get stale, but I've heard that it feels great. So, I mean, I'm down to check it out. PS5 is already out. Is it really? I thought it wasn't getting released till 2021. Again, I don't really keep track of gaming news that much. I'm not super great for that. But, awesome. Alright guys, first Bell of Awakening. Cool thing about Dark Souls, if any of you were playing Dark Souls right now, at this exact moment, you would actually hear the bell in your worlds. Like, the bell rings out across games. The game checks to see if any players that are connected online have beaten the game, and if they have, it shows up in your world. It's fantastic. If I look over this way... I can't see shit, Captain.
Yet magnanimous are the gods.
Doesn't this guy seem like a cool dude? I have a PS3 solely for The Last of Us. The PS3 is my The Last of Us machine. I'm actually going to pick up a Purging Stone from him, which basically lets me say no once if enemies curse me. Curse is nasty in this game. Yeah, noted. Bye. Thank you, bye. But we did get the very best reaction in the game, which is this one. This one is the ultimate BM gesture. Here we go. Here's my ultimate BM gesture. Let's go. Ba-ba-da-ba! I'm frustrated. I found a good fantasy style riff, but I can't find chords to go with it. Tell me the notes. What are the notes in your riff? It's fantasy style, so I'm gonna assume that you want a triad. I won't go into the really weird jazz fusion territory. Tell me the notes to your riff, and if possible, tell me which ones are the strong notes and which ones are the weak notes. So, like, tell me which notes land on the downbeat. Give me a rough idea of the rhythm. If it's all eighth notes or all one straight rhythm, that's fine as well. DAC, B, G, D, A. D minor is my first instinct. D minor 7 if you want to give it a little bit of extra color. If those are all eighth notes in 6/8 time, which I presume that they are, or at least some kind of equivalent to it, both A's are held longer. Both A's are held longer. In that case, a D and an A are a fifth away from each other, which means you can throw that on top of B minor. B minor would likely sound okay with that, but it might sound a little bit spicy due to the fact that you're holding on to that seventh for a little while longer. What kind of vibe do you want to give it? Do you want to give it a happier vibe, a sadder vibe, something in between? Should we put some points into HP? Should we actually start cranking up our HP a little bit? Nah, we're hardcore. I believe it's all 8th notes except for the A, I believe. I'm no charter, but it definitely goes ba 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 ba. You wrote Hedwig's theme. But, like, you can't do that. That's someone else's theme. You can't use it. Put it back. I'm not gonna try to sight sing this on stream. Da, 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 something like that. Yeah, A minor 7. A minor 7. A minor 7 will work well. A minor 11 if you really want to make it a prime spicy boy. A sus 4 could also work well. Or again, just straight A minor if you want to play it safe. That's absolutely fine. Sorry, it just occurred to me. I basically just stopped the stream completely there so that I could sit around sight singing for a bit. All right. D A minor sounds tasty. There you go. That's in the key of G, which your song appears to be in the key of D Dorian, to be honest. Which would be well, I guess dun, dun, yeah, if that's a pickup note, then yeah, you're basically an A. So yeah, you could definitely do that. If you want to get really fancy with it, you could try to use a I would say an A minor 7 over D. That would be a thick chord. That would definitely be like that's a big one. God, I hope this is interesting for the rest of you 6 who are here. But yeah, A minor 7 over D would be an interesting choice. That would definitely give you a bit of color. It might as well be the name to, like, Civ 7 or something. Civ 7, A minor 11 over D. Welcome to what's underneath the world of the gods. This place is the Darkroot Swamp. It's not a happy place. You'll notice that time has not passed between us being up there and us being down there, and yet the sun is being blotted out. That's the sun, that's not the moon. The reason for this is because the biggest fear that people in this age have is the flame going out. And the flame going out is represented by the dark trademark. The dark is a big problem. The more things go dark, the less flames that there are. The more that there's darkness, the more that the hollows begin to appear. Everything goes bad when the dark happens. This place was one of the places unlucky enough to get hit by that. And it still hasn't quite recovered. This took place like generations upon generations ago. As far as anyone in this world knows, this place has always been like this and always will. It's just a part of the geography. But you and I know, because we're smart and fun. There's another Black Knight. Oh, damn it, he's still down here. Oh no, I need this. Pick it up. Alright, I can die happy. We're good. We picked up the armor. Like, I guess I'm slightly heavier. Oh, there you go. So you can hear right now the sound of the bell. That bell is somebody else who just beat the gargoyles. This game is fantastic. Anyway, we're in the Darkroot Garden. Game, tell them we're in the Darkroot Garden. Game, tell them we're in the Darkroot Garden. Damn it. I was trying to be dramatic. Darkroot Garden. Now, what's extra funky was that those guys who just attacked me, the ones who were covered in plants, they used to be the gardeners who used to work in the Darkroot Garden, who used to, like, tend it, because this place was once, like, royal territory. And then they lost. Whoever the royals were at the time, they lost to the dark. They lost hard, their whole civilization was consumed and destroyed, and this is now where we stand. We're going to come across some of their ruins, but nothing else remains. You just gave me a fat 10-note arpeggio. I am happy to provide, my dude. Honestly, there's a lot of really cool stuff that like you could do with those chords. You could do with those notes. I have changed my philosophy on the approach several times now, to the point where I don't even really understand my own thought process. It's just like, I know these notes will work. Now I know these notes will work. And oh, are you still up here? Bad form, sir. Bad form. That's half his health. It's not too bad. Ah, dodge. Roll. I said roll. How come my voice commands aren't activated? Oh yeah, this game is to play with voice commands. I say that as if this game hasn't been beaten with a Rock Band drum kit before. Now, we got something obvious over there. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Oh no. Oh, he's coming after me. Look over his shoulder, though. There's something in the background. Dodge. And a slice. That is a Hydra. Not gonna lie, not sure if we could fight this Hydra. Specifically because it can do this. Fire these jets of water that take off like 4/5 of our health. No, no, oh my god, I forgot to unequip the binoculars. Oh god. Oh, we about to die. Guys, we about to die. Oh no. I meant to heal, instead I looked through my binoculars. Either way though, not much for us to do down here. Let's head on back to the top and see what kind of trouble our good buddy Marco's gotten into. What were we talking about? I felt like there was something else I wanted to talk about earlier. Oh yeah, just like not understanding sexy cues. This is way back. This is back when we were talking about that one girl who made the most possible obvious move on me, and I was too oblivious to say anything. That poor girl. She must have felt like, oh man. What? 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 Rat. Alright, fine. Alright. Anyways, that poor girl honestly must have thought, like, there's no possible way that he was stupid enough for me to walk up to him and say, I want to bang, and he wouldn't get it, right? Like, there's no way. He must have been trying to reject me in the most awkward way possible by pointing at his shirt, giggling, and walking away. But there was one moment where I had the actual opposite experience. There was one experience that I had after a show that was the exact opposite of that. It wasn't that the girl was being very obvious and I didn't notice. It's that the girl was being very obvious and I noticed immediately. Now, at this point in time, I was already dating Bridget. For those of you who don't know Bridget, type in !Bridget into the chat for the new code that I put in. And we were having a fantastic gig, me and the lead singer of this band. It was a duo gig. It was basically just me and him. We were chilling. We were having fun. And once again, the secret to feeling confident on stage and being able to play your songs without a big deal, just make some eye contact with someone in the audience that you feel good making eye contact with. Could be a friend, it could be the cute girl in the audience, it could be your parents if you want to. Like, if they're the type of people who come out and support your shows, unlike anyone you feel confidence with in the audience, make eye contact with them, you're gonna feel good. Now, this particular night, I was not the one seeking to make eye contact. Someone was seeking to make eye contact with me. I was looking out in the audience, and this one girl was trying to get my attention, right? I would look to the left, she would scooch to the left. I would look to the right, she would scooch to the right. I would look down and back up, and boom, she was there. So, that's no big deal. She's young, she's pretty, and she's drunk. She's here to have a good time. I get it. At some point in time, she goes up to the lead singer of the band, and she asks him something that I can't quite hear. I'm like, alright, I don't know what that was about, but for whatever reason, the lead singer is reacting oddly. And I hear him kind of eyes wide move back and say, "No, we're just musicians." So, bathroom break time. It's been a very long time since we had a break, so we head over there. And as we're washing up our hands like responsible citizens, I ask him, what was that about? What was what about? Nah, we're just musicians. He's like, oh yeah, like, that girl came up to me and just kind of like asked me very directly, so you're both sluts, right? To which he responded, nah, we're just musicians. Now, that was surprising to say the least, but I laugh it off. Whatever, you know. She's obviously here to have a good time. Lead singer's gonna lead sing. I ain't even mad. At the end of the night, a few of my friends happened to be in the audience, and I was very excited to see them. I have not seen them in quite some time. That is the appropriate reaction, indeed. I haven't seen them in quite some time, so I'm like, oh, you know, I'm gonna say hi to my buddies. It'll be great. And I'm sitting there and I'm chatting with them, and who shows up but my new favorite person, You're Both Sluts girl. And I'm being polite. I'm like, oh, you know, hey, what's going on? She sits at the table with us. It's a bar, by all means. But in the back of my head, I'm going like, okay, so I know, I have an idea of what this woman's intentions are with me. I am going to have to keep my ears peeled. I'm going to have to make sure that I am subtly paying attention to any coded words that she might say that might hint to ulterior motives so that I may shut them down politely and gracefully, for I have a girlfriend that I am quite happy with. Anyway, so I'm paying attention for subtle social cues, and oh crap, and she immediately goes up to my table with my friends, and she says, hey, I really liked your show. I was just wondering, did you want to meet up in the bathroom later? My subtlety meter exploded. All of a sudden, I felt rather flustered. And I said, thank you? Awesome. But, I actually have a girlfriend. I'm sorry. And she's like, oh, okay, that's fine. Took it quite well and just kind of chilled, walked away. And I was like, okay, what the hell just happened? And my friends, who this is my very first show that they've ever seen, they're just looking at me going, does this happen every show? And I'm like, no, what the hell? She took a hammer to that meter. She took a hammer, like, she could have used a push pin to hint at me I might be interested. Instead, she took a jackhammer. That is how that worked. And again, honestly, in another life, had she maybe not used bathroom, I'm gonna say maybe bathroom was a poor choice. I am someone who really appreciates that level of directness. I really appreciate the fact that she did not waste any time. She had a plan. She had ambition. She had her goals. She knew what she wanted to say, and she attacked that the way that she thought was most appropriate. But boy, oh boy, was that that was a moment. That was definitely a one for the memory box. Sometimes I understand when women are hitting on me. Occasionally. It generally takes them in front of my friends saying, hey, do you want to meet up in the bathroom later? For me to really get it. But get it, I did. I feel like I do deserve credit for that one. Oh no. Guys, why didn't I upgrade my health? I said I was going to upgrade my health. Should we put some points into HP? Should we actually start cranking up our HP a little bit? Nah, we're hardcore. Some other gig stories. Vince, you've gigged with me. Have we had stories like that? Vinny Lee in the chat and I have been in a band together before. The band leader for this particular project was a very charismatic dude. He was a blind man by the name of Mubarak. Anyway, I told him that story. And because this man had, like, his associations with bathrooms are not privacy, but a collection of odd smells, his first and only reaction was 3 dots followed by, in the bathroom? Right now, we sit in the ruins of what is possibly one of the biggest empires of this world. Not around anymore. Why? Because they straight up lost to the darkness. The Abyss showed up, it was a 1v1, and the Abyss won heartedly. Okay, maybe I can make him trip again. Come on, come after me. Can I make you trip? Come on. It's fine, there's floor in front of you. There's floor in front of you. That ain't Falco! Oh god. Run! This is fine. This is fine. Guys, is this the entertainment that you came to see? Is this what you were hoping for? Because this is what I deliver. I'm not sure when this game came out, actually. I want to say 2011, but I think I'm getting that confused with Skyrim. One of those two games came out on 11/11/11. And that was like this big marketing deal where they're like, oh guys, wouldn't you know it? 11/11/11, big ol' important date. It wasn't. Summon, summon. Oh no! Alright. Boom, so good. Boom, so good. Boom, so good. Sir. I am burning through this humanity like Germany 1943. That was a horrible joke. I'm so sorry if I have strangers here. That was too soon. Skyrim was 11/11/11. Alright. So Dark Souls, I believe then, must have come out earlier. I'm gonna say 2009. I'm not a betting man, but if I was, probably still wouldn't bet on this. I am legitimately getting rattled. Hello? Hello? Touch summon sign. Summon the Phantom. Okay. Now we gotta fight. Now we have an unfair fight that I can win. Yep. One shot, that's what I'm talking about. Alright. Let's go, Witch Beatrice. That's my homie. Witch Beatrice, ultimate waifu. She is pretty damn good. Let's see what she looks like. Because I legitimately do not know. Hot. Alright. Let's... No!